Hello, Professor. My name is SongziCao, and my N number is N19920310. And in this homework, in question 1, let this equation, and in A part, find B so that this probability represents a probability mass function. So we can calculate it by calculate the sum of the sequence. For first sequence, we know that P and P21 and P2 to P2K, and use the equation we can calculate is equal to 1 minus P under the 1 minus P2K. So it nearly equals to, because K nearly is nearly to unlimited, so it's nearly to 0. So it's nearly to 1 minus P under the 1. And so in this question, we can calculate the sum of K multiply P to K minus 1 is equal to this equation. And we can consider this as a many sum of this sequence. So we can get is 1 minus P under the 1 and P on the 1 minus P, and this all together. So we can consider it as a new sequence. So we can calculate it's equal to 1 minus P under the 1 and this square of this. Yes, and then because we have to let this represent a probability mass function, so the sum of this equation equals to 1, because total probability must be 1. So 1 equal to 1 minus P under 1 to 2, and multiply B. So B equals to the square of minus P. And for second part, we want to find the EX. EX equals to this equation. We just multiply K in this sum sequence in every part, and then we can calculate this equals to 1 minus P to 2 under the P, and then in this equation we can do the differentiating both sides with respect to P. Then we can go to this equation. And similarly, we can also get this equation. So we can calculate EX equals to this equation, and because we have calculated the result of this is 1 med P on the result of 1 minus P to the 3. So we can use this result, and then because B equals to the square of 1 minus P, and we multiply them together, then we can get the result is 1 minus p under the 1 add p. And in C part, we do the same with like above, and x squared equals to this equation, and we have get the result on above is 1 add 4 multiply p and add the square of p, and then is on the result of 1 minus p and 2 the 4. Then the result is this. 1 add 4p add the square of p on the 1 minus p and this square of this. And the D part, we can easily do it by use the result of C minus the result of B square. We can get the result is 2p on the 1 minus p square. And in last part, b equal, we can use let p equals to a third or 1/3, and we can find that b equals to 4 on the 9, and then the p x equals 2k on the condition of x is bigger than 2 and smaller or equal than 5 is equal to the probability of x equal to k and at similar x bigger than 2 or equal to 2 and smaller than 5 or equal to 5 on this situation, and then we can calculate this is the result is 4 on next, and multiply k and multiply 1/3 to the k minus 1 on the 0.5377, and when k is equal to 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. That's all. Thank you.